with the possibilities of having to do that for another week, just what are your thoughts on that, and how have they kind of talked to you from behind the scenes while being out?
Well, Kirko and Kamu, them guys continue to encourage all of us, and Coach Miles, especially in the linebacker room, he's done a great job of preparing every guy in the room to prepare as a starter and to come in and do their job. And I think everybody just took advantage of the opportunity yesterday.
John?
Neville, you've been a starter in this league, and of course you guys emphasize every week gap control. Why was it so good yesterday? And I have a follow-up question about what you think about Garrett Wallow and his performance.
I think just yesterday everybody it was a focus on just doing your job and trusting each other to be where you're supposed to be. And, we done it over and over and over yesterday, and, we was able to get off the field. And then Garrett Wallow, I texted him last night and I told him I'm proud of him to get that opportunity your rookie year and to go in there and play lights out like he did and play with that fire and that energy. He has a great future ahead of him.
Adam Wexler?
On Garrett, can you describe his game day personality? What's he like as the game gets ready, and what's he like in game?
Garrett's pretty chill. I mean, sometimes guys get overwhelmed, getting ready to play in the game. But Garrett, he's never like that all season. He's just, knows his job and always prepared for whatever role that comes up. I mean, he played all three. He can play all three linebacker positions. And he went in there yesterday and he just did his job over and over.
John?
Neville, when you say executed and did his job over and over, what was he doing specifically that was so impressive?
He was getting to the ball. The ball was there. He was running and hitting. He had TFL. I believe he had a sack on the sideline. I mean, he was everywhere. And then you got to keep in consideration, he was playing on special teams as well. I mean, he was on kickoff, return, punt. I believe those two phases of the game, and still was playing at a high level on defense.
All set? All right. Thanks, Neville.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
His improvement, especially since he started these last two games and against the blitz, and then that play you made down the field. Go through that with us, please.
Yeah, he looks great to me. I mean, he's definitely getting a lot more comfortable, and I think that comes with the experience. Just going in there and just playing game to game and seeing different looks, seeing different things going on out there. I think it's going to help him a lot. And as far as the play, he saw the blitz zero. I saw it too, but he saw it and he got into the right play. He took charge of it. Instead of bringing me over in motion, he actually told me to stay, and he called the play. And I seen it, and I was like, okay, I know if we get the right ball up and he gets time, we're gonna be able to gash him, and that's what he did.
Aaron?
Hey, Phillip. How much did your background with Nick Caserio lead to your decision to sign with the Texans, and your thoughts on signing not just initially but also through next year? Congratulations on your new deal.
Yeah, it definitely. I took it into consideration. Obviously, me and him, we had a good relationship when we were in New England, and I knew once I asked for my release in Seattle that I would have a chance to be able to come. And once he offered me the chance to come, I ran with it because I want to be able to I believe in him, and I think that he has a great eye for talent, and he has a great football mind, and I think that he's going to be able to he should be able to do great things here if he gets the right pieces together, and that's the reason I wanted to be here.
Brooks?
And, with the team, I know you've only been here for a short time here this season, but what do you see that, Nick is building here, part of the team that, that you see in the future that could make it that way?
I see a lot of guys that fight. See a lot of guys that go out there and they play their butt off. Obviously, you don't have a lot of guys that have the big names, if you want to say it, but you got a lot of guys that come together and they just go out there and play really hard and they fight. and they're making a name for themselves. So I mean, that's the kind of team I want to be a part of, a team that goes out there, and no matter what happens, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna fight every game, and we'll see what happens on the scoreboard.
John?
Look, you guys play three teams. They're all fighting for the playoffs. Titans trying to win the division. What kind of opportunity is this for Mills to go up against good competition? And what would you like to see from him over these last three games?
Oh, it's a big opportunity. I mean, you got teams that are trying to fight for their playoff chances, and they're going to come out there and they're going to give everything they have. I mean, nobody's going to overlook us. So they're going to try to go out there because at the end of the day, it's their season, and it's our season. We're fighting too. I mean, we don't want to lose. We're going out there. We're trying to play as hard as we can and just go out there and just get better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not about just end of the season. It's about next year too. I mean, you want to end the season on a good note, and you want to go out there and get better and see what your team has for the future.
Cody?
And what would you like to see Mills do over the last three games?
Oh yeah. I mean, I just want to see him get more comfortable. He's going to see a lot more different coverages, a lot more things. I feel like he can make every throw, and with the experience that's coming to him, I think he can get a lot more comfortable. And I think it's him getting in this offense. I think it's perfect for him. So him just like that cover zero play, him basically seeing it and being able to gash it, he's going to see a lot more things like that. So him being able to identify it and go out there and take advantage of what the defense gives him, I think that's going to be huge for him.
Sorry, Cody.
Hey, Phil. How great has it been for you just to have an opportunity to reunite with Brandon Cooks? I know you guys spent some time together in New England. And along those same line, what has his leadership meant to this wide receiving core in general?
Oh, it's been big. It's definitely been big. That's definitely one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to come, just reunite with him. I mean, we had some great times when we were in New England together. We played in the Super Bowl together, and I mean, obviously that's the goal. I mean, just to go out there and be on the same field, running down the field, helping each other get open. It's definitely big. He's been a great leader for us. Obviously, I've only been here 2-3 weeks, but I mean, I already know his leadership qualities, and you can tell it's fueling the room. And he's a guy that leads by example, and we all know what he brings to the table on the field and off the field. And I mean, he's a great guy and a great player.
Aaron?
Hey, Phillip, when you think about, obviously there's more football left to be played this year, but the fact that you're under contract and you'll have the off season and a chance to build with these guys, how much does that mean to you to know that you're settled for, next season as well, and that you could do more even than you're doing now?
Oh yeah, it means a lot. Obviously going into the off season, just trying to build what we have, and just build that chemistry more and more, and then that'll help us just run into the next season. I'm not trying to look forward to it now. I mean, we got 3 games left, so we gotta end on a good note. And yesterday was definitely a start, and we got to keep going. I think we have Chargers this week. That's going to be a tough matchup for us. They have a great defense, great quarterback, but at the end of the day, we're just going out there. We're trying to get better. We're trying to keep stacking and get better each day, and continue to just build.
Last one for Brooks.
You were talking about your relationship with Brandon and how he's played in the Super Bowl. Y'all played together with the Patriots. I mean, what is it that you've seen in him from y'all's, I don't know, memories, things y'all did together that and that show you his competitiveness and how much you would want to be back to that kind of pinnacle again?
Yeah, I would just say the way he takes his day-to-day business, the way he goes about himself. I mean, he's all in when it comes to football. The way he works, the way he eats. I mean, everything he does is football, and that rubbed off on me when I got to New England. So I took some of his habits, and I think it helped me in my career. And I'm glad I'm back with him. I'm gonna lean on him, and we're gonna lean on each other, and we're gonna keep fighting each day.
What are some of those habits that you adopted?
Just basically just on the field, before practice, after practice, working on whatever you can. I mean, releases, catching the football, off the field, just being in the weight room, continuously working on your body, making sure you're available. I mean, at the end of the day, availability is everything. And I've learned that. Obviously, last year I missed the season, but it is what it is. And I'm leaning on him because, I mean, he knows what to do. He's been available, and I mean, he's a great person and an even great player.
All right, thanks, guys.
And is he better? And what would you like to see from him in these last 3 games?
Yeah, absolutely. What I've seen is his confidence just grow and grow. I think I've noticed, the first time I stepped out on the field with him is anytime, something bad happens or we make a mistake or, maybe he does, he's the same person throughout the entire game. Like, he's so level-headed. He'll come back, he'll be on the sideline like, hey, like, sorry, I missed you there or whatever. Like, let's get the next one. And that's what's impressed me, as a rookie quarterback in this league and, just seeing things as well as he does. I feel like the game's starting to slow down for him. And if he can continue to do that and continue to execute with some maybe different looks that possibly can come to him, then the sky's the limit. I look forward to seeing what he can do.
Brooks?
Rex, with your hip playing in that game, you were questionable going into that. We were talking to David last week. He said he saw you in the hallway and you said you were good. I mean, it seems like that's something you've been working through all year. What's that been like, and like how do you kind of approach a game like that whenever you're deciding whether to go?
Yeah, I mean, at this time of year, everybody's got bumps and bruises, so you just do your best to be able to get out there on the field and to perform the best that you can to the highest ability that you can. And so, our staff here and the trainers, people in the weight room do a tremendous job just making sure, we're as good as we can be for game day. And, being a veteran in this league, I've, learned some things to, recover faster and just get my body in the best shape possible for games. And, I take that knowledge, and approach every single day.
Aaron?
Hey, Rex, I wanted to ask you about grinding out the tough yard there in the fourth quarter and some of the things you were able to do as far as finding holes and making the most of them, and just how you felt about your performance in terms of helping the team get the 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. As the rain started pouring down, so we knew the run game was going to have to be, a focus for us, something we established and be physical at the point of attack with. And, we did that. And it wasn't always, easy yards. There was, definitely some grinding times. But, I thought the line did a tremendous job, and TK with the play calling, able us to get some of those creases and spaces to get some good yards and some critical times throughout the game.
John?
Rex, you guys play 3 teams fighting for the playoffs. In the continued evaluation of Mills, is that a good test for him? And also, is it good for like Casario and Cully and Kelly and Pep to be able to see him in games like that?
I'm sorry, John, it started lagging at the beginning of your question there.
That the last 3 games are against teams fighting for the playoffs. Is that a good test for Mills and the continuing evaluation of him?
Yes, absolutely. The competition, the defenses we'll be facing here, are tremendous and, very talented. So I think it'll be a great test for him, and not only him, but as an offensive unit and, as a team in general. So, we look forward to the challenges. We know they'll be ready because they're fighting for those spots and those seeds and everything. So, hopefully we can go out there, perform and execute at a high level.
Brooks?
Rex, you and Brandon Cooks played together in New England 2017. I mean, what are your lasting memories from him there that you might have, and how it might show what you've seen again from him this year?
Yeah, I mean, he's a stud. He's impressive. His not just out what he does on game day, but the way he goes about his business every single day out on the practice field. I've told many people he's probably the most in shape person I've ever played with. He can run a go route. jog all the way back, run another one, do it all day, and never seem like he's tired. It's unbelievable. So, I'm not surprised at all what he does on game day, because I see the work he puts in, throughout the week. And that was the same as he was in New England. And that's why he has the respect from not only myself, but a lot of guys in this locker room. And, just his leadership and his playmaking ability. I mean, that speaks for itself, and, has his whole career.
As an all-purpose guy yourself, I mean, you were catching passes too. Would you like that kind of energy, I guess?
Yeah, no, whatever it takes. But no, it was great. I mean, just on the screen pass there at the end, I was on the opposite side of the field, and guys were joking. They're like, "Yeah, we're running to go get a block or whatever." And I was kind of a decoy on the other side of the field. And I was like, "Yeah, that was great. I'll be honest. I was just sitting there watching him. As fast as he is, I figured he'd outrun everyone." So it was a great way to end the game there for him.
All set? Thanks, Rex.
Oh, one more, if that's all right. I'm curious too, just with Brandon's recognition. I mean, he's a guy who's never made a Pro Bowl. He's been consistent on so many teams, been a part of many trades. What do you think people? I mean, it's hard for people to talk about themselves, but I'm wondering what you would say about a guy and the recognition that he probably doesn't quite get.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he should be a Pro Bowler. I mean, it's just that, I don't know statistically how that all, is calculated or whatever, comparing to other guys. But in my mind, I mean, he's one of the best, receivers in this league and has been his whole career. So, I'm looking forward to what he can continue to do. And, maybe one day he'll get that bid into the Pro Bowl.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
That'll be it.